Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster coming to you from a very stormy day here. So today I'm coming to you with a puzzle from Akash Doulani. Akash is a name that I imagine many of you have heard before. I've covered a few of Akash's puzzle. I'm probably getting the pronunciation wrong there because I just pronounced it a few different ways. Akash has set quite a few puzzles over the years, and you can go to Akash's blog, which is listed below. I'll put a link in the description, where he regularly posts puzzles for people to solve. And Akash has been featured everywhere many times. Akash has also released 5 Sudoku books with lots of puzzles to solve. Each of the books has, I think, 120 puzzles in it, which are all his most recent one, which was the World of Sudoku number 5, had 120 classics in it to teach you various classic techniques, all the way from moderately tricky up to brutally hard, was my understanding. And I worked through some of that book and then got distracted by other things, including making this channel. But if you go to Akash's blog, there will be a lot of opportunities there to get your hands on some amazing puzzles. And one of the puzzles he's posted, which he gave me permission to do, is this one. So I was looking through his blog and found this one, and yes, I am allowed to do this. So this is number 216 from his World of Sudoku blog. So I've called it World of Sudoku 216. And this has a lot of constraints on it. So on the rule summary, which you can see, I have not put all of the details. I've just put normal rules apply for all of them. And I will go through that now. So normal Sudoku rules apply in every box, in every row, and in every column. The digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Odd even rules. So the grey circles must be odd, the grey squares must be even. Thermo rules. Along the thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So that will be higher than that, that will be higher than that, that will be higher than that, and that will be higher than that. Arrow rules. The digits placed on the arrow, they sum them up and put them into the circle. Killer rules. The digits in these 2 cells will sum to 10, in these 2 cells will sum to 14. Little killer rules. These 3 cells will sum to 18, these 3 cells will sum to 14, and that's because the arrow is pointing along those diagonals. XV pairs, and what pairs means is digits on these V's will sum to 5 and on these X's will sum to 10. And what pairs means is not all X's and V's are given. So there can be other connected cells that sum to 10 or 5. Crop key pairs is the same but for crop key dots. These cells will have a 1 to 2 ratio, the black dots. The white dots will be consecutive, but there can be other 1 to 2 ratio and other consecutive pairings on the grid. And quadruples rules. So in these 4 cells, there must be a 1, a 7, and a 9. In these, there must be a 4, 5, and a 6. And the way that is explained is the cells touching the circle must contain at least one instance of the number in the circle. But in this case, because they're all in the same box, we know that they must be there. So there must be a 5, 6, and 7 in there, and a 6, 7, and 8 in there. That's what we've got to start off. So let's give this a shot. The most obvious thing I see is there is a 7 there and there is a 7 there. So we cannot put a 7 in there. We cannot put a 7 in there. We must put a 7 in there. 7 is not even. That is a 7. These are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are 5, 6, 8, and 9. 5 and 9 are not even, so they are 6 and 8, so we can take 6 and 8 out of there. We cannot put 5 here because 5 must go into there, so that becomes the 9 and that becomes the 5. That's a beginning. This must be 2 or 4. There must be a 1 along here. That's not a great way to pencil mark it. But the reason for that is these 3 cells can't sum to more than 8 because this can't be more than 9. And this must be at least a 1. So these can't be more than 8, and you would not put a 1 in here, it would be 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 equals 9, and if we add a 1 to 9, this would have to be a 10, and that is not possible. So there must be a 1 in there. This must be a 1, 2, or 3, because the minimum I can put in these 3 cells is 6, 1, 2, and 3. So this here must be a 1, 2, or a 3. Minimum 6 plus 1, this is a 7, 8, or 9. I'm just thinking out loud at the moment. I have no idea the direction I'm going. I'm tempted to look at these now. So if this was 1, 2, this would have no fill because I couldn't use 1, 4 or 2, 3. If this was 2, 4, this would have no fill. I couldn't use 2, 3 or 1, 4. If this was, so this is 3, 6 or 4, 8. And the same here. This is 3, 6 or 4, 8, which means this is a 3, 4, 6, 8 quadruple. So that becomes the 2. I can't put 8 there, so I can't put 4 there. I can't put 6 there, so I can't put 3 there. And the reason I couldn't do that is 8 must be in one of those 4, so it couldn't go there. 6 must be in one of those 4, so it couldn't go there. Six must be in one of those. So 6 can't be there, so 3 can't be there. So 3 or 4 must be there, and 3 or 4 must be there. So there is a virtual 3, 4 pair in here. I don't have the same over here. Oh, 5 and 6. 5 and 6 must be in here, so can't go in here. 5 and 6 must be in here, so can't go in here. 5 and 6 must go in here, so that is a 5, 6 pair. Because I can't put 5 or 6 here. So 5 and 6 are a pair in this column in those 2 cells. Because I can't put them there, or I wouldn't be able to put them there. So 5 plus 9 or 6 plus 8 to get to 14. Maximum I can put on this arrow is a 5. Because if I did a 6, 1, 2, that would already be 9. So I can't put anything higher than a 5 on this arrow. So these are from 1, 2, 3, and 4, because I'm going to remove that 1 marking. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the reason for that is because if I put anything higher than a 5, I've blown the total. 6, 1, 2 is already 9. And I can't put a 5 because I've got the 5, 6. That's not an ideal marking though. Do I want to mark this thermo? Maybe. Maximum there is 9, maximum there is 8, maximum there is 7, 6, and 5. That looks phenomenally unrestricted. $18 in 3 maybe. 18 in 3. Do I want my calculator for this? I think the answer is yes. Has lots of options. It can basically use anything. So I made some good progress to start with, and it's slowing right down. These have to sum to 9, because I've got 14 minus 5. So this is either a 3 or a 1. Hang on, but I've got a virtual 3, 4 pair here. This has to be a 1. So this has to be an 8. So this is a 4. There is no 1, 4 in here. This is 2, 3. I take the 2, 3 out of there. This becomes a 1, 4. There is no 4, 8 in here. So this is the 3 and this is the 6. So I've got to put 6 and 7 in here. Is this where I look now? hang on. This is 2, 3, or 5. This is 3, 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, 6, or 7. It's not a 5. 5, 6, 7, or 8. And 6, 7, 8, or 9. Six is now in one of those two. 18 in 3 without a 6. Got to put a 1, 5, 7, and 9. Nine is in one of those two. But once I expand out, I've got lots of options. I am missing something basic. Five, 1, 2, 1 is 9. That works. That would make that 8, 6, 5. I don't see a problem. 6 and 7 go into there. Four is in there, and 4 has to be in there because I can't put 4 in any of those cells. That's the 1, that's the 4. I cannot put a 1 in there because of the lining up of the 4s. So these 2, 5, 7, and 8. That's not an 8. That's not a 5. Apart from that, oh, that's not a 7. That's a 2 or an 8. If this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, actually this is going to have incredible pressure. If this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, then this can't have a 4, a 3, or a 2 on it. And it's 5, 1, nothing. So this can't be a 6. And in fact, there's a huge amount of pressure. If this was 5, this would be 4, 3, 2, and this would have no fill. Because 5, 4, 3, 2 means there's 1 and 5 on this arrow and nothing else. So I can't put a 5 there. 4, 3, 2, I think leaves the same problem. 5, 1, this can't be a 4. 3, 2, I think also causes a problem, because if this is a 3, 2, then this arrow would be 1, 4, 5, and 1, 4, 5 is already 10. So I can't put a 3 there. Now this 6 means that this can't be 6. This means this can't be 7. I've now got an 8, 9 pair in this row. Now, if this is 4, do I need a 2 on this? 1, 3, 4. is 8. This could be a 1, 9. No, that works. It's close, though. If this is 4, then this is 3 or 2. So say this is 4. This becomes 1, 2, 3, 5, but I can't use, I'd have to put a 5 on this arrow, I believe. So it'd become, say this is 5, 4, 2. No, 4, 3. The highest values I could put. That'd be 4, 3. This would be 1, 2, 5, which is 8, and that would have to be 1, and this would be 9. Okay, that, yeah. Tricky. I know 4 is up there, but this is not a 2. So what is in here again? 1, 5, 7, and 9. Well, there's no 7 in there. There's no 5 there. There's no 1 there. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 6, 7, 9 triple. So 7 and 9 must be up there. There must be a 1 in there. That 7, 9 triple means that's the 6. So 6, 7, 9 triple in this column meant that the 7, 9 in this quadruple had to be there. The 7, 9 pointed down at the 6, 7, 9 again, making that the 6. It takes 6 out of there. Means that that can't be 5. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. So this is a 6, 8, 9. This 7, 9 looks like making that the 6. Which means that's not the 6. This is 7, 8, 9, but I don't know the order. 7, 9. So this has to be more limited now, right? Not really. 1, 9 is fine. 2, 8 in that order. 3, 7 in either order. Can't, so maybe not. So it'd be 1, 9, 8, 2, or 3, 7. No, can't put 7 there, so I can't put 3 there. Can that really be a 5? It can if that's a 9. If that's a 9, that's an 8. That's a 9. That's an 8. Hang on, that's an 8, 9 pair. That's a 7. There is no 7 there. Puts a 7 up here, but that's not that helpful. This is fun, but tricky. So 1 is in there. So 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these two. 1 has to be in one of these This is consecutive with 7 or 9. So it has to be 6 or 8. Hang on, this is under pressure, of course, because this cell is limited. So one of these cells has to be low and one has to be high, but 6, 7, 8 and 9 is gone. So this is 1, 2, 3 or 4. This is 6, 7, 8 or 9, and it can't be 7 or 9. So this can't be 3 or 1. So this is a 2 or a 4. This is a 6, 8 pair. 6, 8 pair takes 8 out of there, which takes 2 out of there. Hang on, we've now got a 2, 3 and a 6, 8 and a 1 and a 4. This is part of a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. This is 5, 7 or 9. And there's a 7, 9 pair. This is a 5. This is not a 5, and we've now got a 7, 9 pair in the box. There is an 8, 9 pair looking at it. That becomes a 7. That becomes a 9. That becomes a 1. That is not the 1. There is now no 1 here, which was required to make that a 7, but this hasn't been a 7 for a while. Seven now must go in one of those two because of the 7's looking into the box and the fact that it can't be in one of those two. But now we've got 7 here and 7 here. So 7 is in one of those three. 7 there would put 8 there, which I think is still possible. What would that do for that? Hang on, no, that would break. Because I can't do 7, 6, because 6 is over here. So this would be 7, 8, and then I couldn't fill this. Because I can't do 9, 8, because the 8 would be there, and I can't do 7, 6, because the 7 would be there. That's not 7. Odd, but fun. This is an 8, 9 pair. So this must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2, 3, 4, or 5. Just from what is missing in the column. So that means 8 is in one of those two because I'm missing 8 from all of those cells. So 8 is in one of those two, and there's an 8, 9 pair here. That is an 8. This is a 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's 2, 3, 4 because there's a 5 in the column. So there's a 5 in one of those two, which I already had from the column. Okay. That's a 2, 3, 4. I really feel I should be able to do more with this arrow, but... So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure it has to be because I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can't put 1 at the top because 1 has to be in here. I don't know. I keep being drawn back to this arrow. Now I can't put 2 and 3 on this arrow. So I can't do 1, 2, 3 here. So this can't be a 3. This has to be a 2. For this to be a 3, this would have to total 6 to make this a 9. And I can't do 1, 2, 3 because that's a 2, 3. This is a 2. There is no 2 here. So this now, if this is a 5, actually I don't think this can be a 5 anymore because 5, 1, 2 is 8 and this would have had to have been a 1. There is no 5 here. This is now a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple. That's the 5. There is no 5 there. There is now a 4 in one of those. And again, I must use a 4 on this arrow. So if I go 1, 3, 4, I've got 8, and that is a 2, which brings me to 10. I must use a 4. I can't use a 3 on the arrow. This is a 1, 2, 4, 2, getting me to 9, and this must be a 3. And there's no 3 here. That is a 2, 4 pair. This is now an 8. This is now a 9. I've got the thermo, and I've got most of the makeup of the arrow. There must be a 2 in there. That makes this an 8. 8 and 6 get me to 14, which makes this a 5. Push the right buttons. Must push the right buttons or you'll end up doing something stupid. This is a triple. 1, 3, 5. That can't be a 5. Okay, so that's where I was up to when my power went out. Boom. Remember those storms I mentioned? So it's now been about 45 minutes. My power is back. I've recreated the grid and got us back up to where we were up to. I've tried to get my computer settings and everything back to where they were. I'm hoping I've got that right. So where was I up to? Now I'd looked at the video and I just put this triple in. I've lost the flow of the puzzle. I'm really sorry about that, everyone, but there's not much I can do to keep recording when I have no electricity. So, what comes next? Let's put this quadruple in. So this is going to be 1, 2, 7, and 8. So this is 1, 2, 7, 8. If this is 1, this is 9. If this is 2, this is 8, so this can't be 2. If this is 7, this is 3. If this is 8, this is 2. So this is 2, 3, or 9. This 1, 2, 7, 8. If this is 1, this is 2. If this is 2, this is 1 or 3. If this is 7, this would have to be 6 or 8, and it can't be either. So that's not. I'd already done that. And if this is 8, then this is 7 or 9. And none of those are 4, 5, or 6. So this is a 4, 5, 6 triple, and that's not 6. So I've got 4, 5, 6 in here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 7. So this is also 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. There's no 5 in here. This is a 5, this is a 4, this is a 6 from the 5 over here. That 4 makes this the 2. There is no 2 there. This is a 1, 4 pair. That 2 takes 2 out of there, which takes 8 out of there. That 2 takes 2 out of there. The 8 takes 8 out of there. This is a 5, 7 pair, so I take 5 and 7 out of there. So this is 1. So this is 3, 4, and 7 because I can't use 1. So 1 must be in there. So hang on, I've got 4. This must total 5, which is the 1, 4 I've got. Yep, okay, that's fine. I'm wondering about the odd count up here now. Hang on, that can't be a 2, so that can't be a 1. That is now 2, 8, and I've got a 2, 8 pair. There's no 2, 8 there. This is a 1, 7 pair. If that's a 1, 7 pair, that's not a 7. So this is a 3, 9 pair. So this is a 2, 8 to fill the pairs in the box. That makes a 2, 8 pair. Oh, that 5 is looking down. That's the 7. That's the 5. That 7 looks over here, making that 9 and that 7, taking 9 out of both of those. This is now a known triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, and 9. So they are 3, 4, and 9. That is not a 9. This is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 4, 6, 7 go in there. Of course, there must be the 6. I may have had that before. That looks vaguely familiar. Maybe I didn't get exactly up to where I was up to, but there's no 7 in there because there's a 7 in the box. So I'm really just down to this box now, but let's see if I can eliminate anything first. I'm not seeing any obvious pressure. Wait a minute. 4 can't go there. 3, 9 makes that 7, so that is not 7. This is a 1, 3, 4 triple. There's no 7 there. So this is a 1, 3, 4 triple, which works with the 2, 8 I've got. This is a very strange puzzle. So if this is 2, 3, this is 9, this is 1, this is 8, this is 7. If this is 8, 9, this is 3, 7, 1, 2. I'm not following what that's supposed to give me. I am a bit more flustered than I should be. 2 must go up here because of the 2s looking into the box. And they're not odd. So 2s are in there. Do I just put all the candidates in here? That seems very, very not great. 6s are in one of those 3. But that 4s are in one of those 3. Eights are in one of those 2. Because 8s are limited to those cells. I can't put 8s in that row. Oh, of course, this 3, what am I talking about? There's a couple of things I've missed here. This 3 makes that a 2, which makes that a 3, which probably does nothing. But I've got this little killer clue. If this is a 1, these would have to sum to 17, which is fine. Okay, if this is 2, these would have to sum to 16, which is fine. If this is 8, these would have to sum to 10. Ooh, okay, there's a lot of options here. Okay, so what breaks? If this is 2, this would be 9, 7. This would be 8. This would be... Hang on, if this is 2, this would have to be 9, 7. 2, 9, 7, 3, and it doesn't work. 2, 9, 7 here means that I have to put 3 and 1 onto this, which does not work. That's an 8. That's a 2. That's a 3. 8 plus 3 is 11, so that's a 7. That's a 1, and that's a 9. Okay, that gave me something. There's no 2 or 3 in here. There is no 4 here. That's a 6, so that's a 4. That's an 8, so that is either a 7 or a 9. There's no 4 in either of those, so that's the 1. This is not the 1. This is a 2-3 pair, so that's the 4 and that's the 2. Never forget your little killer clues. It is so easy to forget the things that are outside the grid. I do it all the time. And I'm not the only one. I see other solvers do it as well. So these are now a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, and I know I'm putting even digits on odd. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 7. Well, I can take the 2's out of those. I can take the 2 out of there. So that's the 2 and that's the 3. This is 3, 5, 7. This one has to be the 7 because I can't put them there. And this is a 3, 5, which is all fine. Did that give me anything? Not jumping out, but that 7 did. That's the 9 and that's the 7. So this is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, the only odd digit from that is the 9. So this is a 4, 6 pair. So I can take the 9 out of there. This is not the 2, so this must be the 2, which means this must be the 8 and that must be the 1. Not seeing the 4, 6 pair resolved, obviously, but that 8 makes that a 6 and that an 8. The 6 makes that a 4 and that a 6. The 4 makes that not a 4. It makes that a 1 and that a 4, that a 3, that a 1. And I take the 1 out of those. 3, 5 pair takes 3 out of there. The 9 takes the 9 out of there. 3, 5 makes that 4, which makes that 6. Takes 6 out of there. 3, 5 in the box makes that 4, which makes that 3, which makes that 9. The 1 looks down, making that 5 and that 1. That 2 makes this 8 and that 2. The 5 looks up, making this 3 and this 5, which looks up, making this 3 and this 5. And that is the end of World of Sudoku 216. It is not the end of the world as we know it. I did lose power in the middle of that, but it didn't end the world, I hope. So that was a really fun puzzle, apart from the big interruption in the end. I have no idea how long that took me because I'm going to have to edit the video together. Thank you, Akash, for giving me permission to do that. And that is the quality of puzzle you get from Akash Doulani. So go to his website. As I said, the link will be in the description below. Check out his puzzles. Buy his books. They are great. I know not everyone has a huge budget. I'm sorry about that. But if you can afford them, grab his books. They're not that expensive. I think they're like $5 each for 120 puzzles. It's just worth it. I know I'm sending a lot of people to places where you can spend money. I don't think it's a huge amount, and let's face it, come to me every day for a puzzle or sometimes two. I try and do them for free, and I try and bring you some content as well. Akash has given me permission to do some puzzles from his books, and I will be, trying to offer a prize next month from my puzzle hunt as well, which I'm trying to organise now. So, yeah, there's always free content out there. There are so many Sudoku channels out there now that you could pretty much watch watch Sudoku 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and just do unlimited puzzles. So. But that doesn't mean the content that you could buy isn't good as well. Thank you everyone for watching. One thing I do want to mention is that about 45 minutes after this video goes live, there will be my monthly showcase coming out. It will land on my channel, and it will have all of the thumbnails of all of the videos I did in January, and links to all of the puzzles. So anything that you missed and like the look of, you can jump straight to that video. And I will see if that is something that interests people, and I might continue to do that every month. It's a 6.5 under. I think it's under 6. I think it's about 6 minutes. It's a 6-minute long video where you can just see what I did during the month. And I thought that would be just a nice way to round out the month. Thank you everyone for watching. Good luck with your solving.